Connellsville Area High School invites you to journey to the past with the new musical Anastasia. Live on stage at Connellsville Area High School, February 29th through March 3rd. Join us for a night of elegance, mystery, and romance that will leave you spellbound. For online tickets, go to connellsvillemusical.ludus.com or visit the ticket office at the high school.
I'm Chip Rome with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you are watching In the Know. For this episode, we are at Connellsville Area High School, and joining me is Jude Gore. Hello, Jude.
Hi, Chip. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to be here with you.
Good, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So Jude is actually the orchestra conductor for the upcoming musical. They're doing Anastasia for 2024 at Connellsville. And this show is actually happening on February 29th, March 1st and 2nd. So the Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows are at 7. And then Sunday, March the 3rd is at 2 o'clock. What's unique about the score for Anastasia?
Well, one thing I really like about this is that it's a nice combination of different styles, different genres. You have some musicals that are very pop or rock based, some of them more classical based, and this has a nice combination of all of those involved. And you'll hear just the whole range of styles throughout this whole show.
And you have a mix of students and also some adult musicians playing. And talk about that, please.
We have 10 adults and 9 students in the orchestra this year. We've done that for a long time where we try to do a combination of professionals and students playing. We really take an educational approach with this, and we see this as almost a mentoring program where the adults come in and they sit next to the students. The students get to play with professionals. A lot of the adults do a lot of teaching with those students, and it really is just a very good, memorable, and educational experience for them. And that's really the approach we take when we do this.
That's great. Now, we were recording some of the orchestra right before we started this interview, and I saw some familiar faces in there. Some of the were actually former teachers, former music teachers, which is really nice when it comes to that mentoring. So they're still involved too.
Oh yeah, a lot of the I'd say in most, if not all, of the adults who play with us, I think, are either public school teachers or retired public school teachers or private teachers. So they all do some sort of teaching in some form or another. Yeah. Several of them are former teachers within the district. Mr. Schultz has played with us forever. He actually conducted the orchestra before I did.
And he was conducting when I was in high school. So.
Yes, he's been such an integral part of this organization, the entire program. So we're very fortunate to have a lot of these former and current music teachers with us.
Yeah, that's great. Rehearsal schedule, how does that work?
We rehearse
a long time, right?
Yeah, we rehearse every Tuesday and Thursday after school for several hours. Really, as soon as after New Year hits, we go up until the show, and then a couple weekends leading into the show, and then when we get to Tech Week, it's pretty much all day, every evening. I should put a cot up in the other room, I think. Yeah. We're just here kind of nonstop at that point.
Now, this show doesn't require you to play the whole show. I know, like Les Mis, I think you're playing throughout the whole show, but this is not one of those, I believe.
It's not too far off. It's some of them, like Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, are pretty much played through the entire way. This one does have a lot of music throughout. There are a few scenes where there's not as much music, but there's still a good bit. It's Mrs. Harbaugh and I have actually talked about it, a lot of similarities to Phantom of the Opera, for example. Okay. So there's still a good bit of music, but it's not completely like some of those are.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I saw the show once in Pittsburgh, but it's been a while. And I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Challenges with the music?
As with a lot of these shows, key signatures, so what the sharps and flats that the students and then the adults have to play are not always in keys that they're used to playing in, and that's just the way it's written for vocalists and for piano players, but sometimes the wind players and such have to kind of learn to get comfortable in some ranges and pitches that they don't normally play in. The score is the Broadway score, so it's basically the same as what the professionals on Broadway in New York are playing. Wow. It's not watered down for high schools at all, so there are some very challenging lines that the students have to do, and they work all the time at it. They're practicing throughout the day to learn these parts.
having a live orchestra is kind of unique anymore. I think a lot of times, a lot of the school districts are going, some of the school districts are actually going pre-recorded. So I commend you for working at that.
We're very grateful that we still get to do that, and we still have the students, have the program, and the support from the community, and again, with these local teachers who come and allow us to have this. It's very special.
Now, the vocal talent's real apparent because people are seeing that and hearing that. But there's a lot of talent in the pit, too, that kind of goes unnoticed because you're just doing your job. And so I appreciate your work with them.
Well, they're very talented kids here. There's a lot of really special kids here who make my job that much easier. I don't have to sit here and just feed them notes. They know this stuff. They learn a lot of this stuff. And we can just focus on making music.
Yeah, that's great. Well, what we heard today sounded really good.
Thank you.
Looking
Appreciate
forward
that.
to hearing more of that. So, Jude, thank you for the work you do with the students and for the production here.
Thanks so much for your support, Chip. Appreciate
You're very
it.
welcome. So, folks, Anastasia here at Connellsville High School, February 29th, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Tickets are available at connellsvillemusical.ludus.com, or you can call the high school ticket office at 724-628-1350, extension 2327. And the ticket office is open if you want to stop here at the high school from 11:30 to 4:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on Saturdays from 10 to 12. And now you're in the know.
Connellsville Area High School invites you to journey to the past with the new musical Anastasia. Live on stage at Connellsville Area High School, February 29th through March 3rd. Join us for a night of elegance, mystery, and romance that will leave you spellbound. For online tickets, go to connellsvillemusical.ludus.com or visit the ticket office at the high school.